Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Want to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video. And guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, happy Tuesday. This is Darlene. So I made a pendant, and I made the pendant using one of the piece of wood that I bought from Amazon. And I think I got like maybe 12 wood slices. I'll link the link in the description below. So it's very lightweight wood slice, and I went ahead and painted it, and I painted it to match these beads right here because I want to make a necklace that matches these beads, so you can see. And then that's what I caught myself doing. So I did glue on one of the shells right here, some of the 6mm hematites, and I glued these on yesterday morning, so they are pretty solid on here. And I use E6000 glue to glue everything on, and they feel pretty good. They feel pretty solid, you know, like there's no movement or anything. And I went ahead and made a wire spacer right here using some 15 gauge aluminum wire. Use another hand painted bead just to add some extra little color and stuff to it, so that it wouldn't just be the blue and white. And I was like, if it's just the blue and white, it almost looks like denim, like some type of denim type situation. And that's not what I wanted. I wanted to break up that blue and white. So I went ahead and added one of these beads. So what I'm going to do with this 25mm bead, I'm going to add a couple or more as I began to string the wire with these blue and white beads. So I figured that would make it look really nice. And I'm not really sure if I'm going to keep this as a necklace. I'm going to just make the necklace, because what happened is I noticed once I got it done, that hole is not centered. So it makes this part loose, and it would be crooked like that. So that's not what I want. So I was like, man, the hole is not straight. So then when I look at it, I can actually see. So the hole, and they come with holes. So I didn't put the hole in it. They come with the holes already in the piece of wood. So it's like, oh man, that's not gonna work. So as I look at it, the hole needs to be a little bit more to the right for it to literally just be centered. But since I already got it made, I'm going to go ahead and just make the necklace to see what the necklace looks like. And then that way it'll let me know if I want to go ahead and paint another piece of wood that has a centered hole, you know, and then glue it. And then I should be able to just lift this up off of here, you know, like with some pliers or something, or just kind of pry it up or do something. And if not, it is what it is. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I think this is really pretty. I really like it. The back of it, I didn't paint like I really wanted it to look like, but it still came out looking really good. I didn't put any gloss on the back either. I put it only on the front. But this is the pendant, so this is really cool how it came out. And it's unfortunate that the hole is not it's not centered, and I didn't even see it. I was just like, oh wow, I missed that. But you know, it happens sometimes. So I'm going to use some 18 gauge wire, and we're going to be using some of these beads right here. And then we are just going to go ahead and get started so we can see what it's going to look like. And if I like it, I'm going to definitely go ahead and paint another, yeah, seeing it'll just be sideways like that. And I don't like that. And unless I keep this and I wear it for myself, and I can do that. I wouldn't mind doing that, because I don't mind if it goes crooked like that as it lays on my chest. So I might just keep it for myself. I will see. And then I'm going to go ahead and use a couple of these little round wood beads right here. Just so I can have something along the sides of the wire like that. And then we're going to go ahead and use some of these beads. These are on the website. These are that pretty, like a royal blue and white. A lot of new beads on the website. And we have this right here. And this is what this looks like so far. So that was the point with these beads right here. I wanted the pendant to match the beads. So because I do like this, I am going to be painting more of the wood pieces to make more of these. And these pieces I'm going to probably take with me. I'm going to put them on the website and fair and stuff, but I will probably take some of these with me September the 13th too. So these are like really nice like this. And I'm waiting for a really huge music festival to be here in San Diego so I can do the music festival. And let's see. So that's nice how it just kind of breaks up all that blue and white. And then we're just going to keep on beading. Go ahead and throw a couple more of these blue and white on here. And then we'll put a couple more of our big ones. And I only got 5 of them. I only painted 5 of these. And these are the 25 millimeter beads. On the website right now, you get 30. It's a mixture of 30, 25 millimeter beads. I don't remember what the price is, but they're fairly low right now. So it's a mixture of those 30 millimeters. So if you like using 30 millimeter beads, or you haven't tried using the 30 millimeter beads, try the 30 millimeter beads out. You know, they make really beautiful pieces, and I say that all the time. A lot of time people don't even know that they like, that's pretty. A lot of times people don't even know that they like, you know, big chunky jewelry until they run across you at an event and they try something on and be like, oh my God, I love this. And then a lot of people do like the big chunky jewelry. They just can't find it anywhere. And if they find it, it's not, you know, it's not what they want. So they want something that's really pretty, that's very different. Let's use one of these. Because I know if I didn't make jewelry and I ran across, because I like big, chunky, pretty. Big, chunky, pretty. And I know a lot of people may not like big jewelry, but it's more people that like it than don't. And we're just going to start putting these on. And these are 20 millimeters. These are some really pretty beads. And I know you guys, a lot of you guys probably been watching the news. I watch snippets of the news. It just seems like everything is so negative right now. Like everything is negative. It's horrible. It's violent. It's vicious. It's just like a lot of the craziness that is going on. And every other video, you know, somewhere people are fighting and everybody's arguing and going, and it's every race. It's not just one race of people. It is every race of people, like everybody. But for some reason, they tend to highlight one specific race of folk. But when I tell you it is some of everybody doing some of everything, it is like really crazy. And it's like you got to be careful out there, because it's almost like people are just waiting for an excuse to, you know, to just be ignorant. Recently in Arizona, oh, that is really pretty. Recently in Arizona, at one of those concerts, it was said that the people had accidentally spilled a drink on a man. Oh, wow, that is gorgeous. Accidentally spilled a drink on a man, and they said he had walked off and left, but then he came back like 30 minutes later, and when he came back 30 minutes later, he was hollering and screaming and all this craziness, and before you know it, he was beating on the woman, and he beat her unconscious. And my thing is, how can it be thousands of people at a concert and nobody stopped the man from beating on her? Because I saw the video and I'm like, that's crazy. Boy, everybody literally just stood around and watched the woman get beat. I was like, that is like the craziest stuff in the world to me. Like, all of you people are literally standing around videotaping and watching this woman get beat unconscious. That is like the craziest stuff to me. So, it's just got to be careful, because it's like every man for himself out there. This whole piece is not right. So like right here, you can see where, well, I can see it. You can probably see it too, but how the bead is. This one is smaller than this one, but that shouldn't, and maybe it does have a lot to do with it, because it's a thinner bead than this bead right here. And that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and finish it out, because remember, I'm not keeping it anyway. I just want to see what the necklace is going to look like. And I really do like the way it looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and paint some more of the wood slices. I'm going to paint them different colors. I'm going to actually do more of these beads right here, the two-tone beads, and I'm going to exactly in this kind of style design, but then I'm going to do them in different colors. So what my plan is to do the necklaces in different colors like this, and then have these pendants, and each pendant will probably be different. And I will do that solely because if somebody likes the necklaces enough with this style bead on it, right? This style bead, and I probably would do some polka dots like that. Like this part will probably be the same, but different colors. The pendant will be a big pendant like this, but it will be different, right? But it'll have the two-tone color that will match the beads up here. And I'll do that solely because if somebody likes one necklace, they may want to buy another necklace, and maybe even 3 necklaces, but they're all different colors. So they're basically kind of like the same style, but they're all different colors, right? So that's like a little strategy that I'll use, because if one sells, and I don't even put them all out at one time, I will have like probably this one out. And then once a person purchased this one, I'll say, oh, I got those in 3 other different colors. Would you like to see them? Oh yeah, I want to see them, right? And then there you go. So they're looking at them and they're like, oh, okay. And the good thing about that is they haven't even been put out on the table yet. So they're like kind of like exclusive. And I sometimes we even use the word exclusive, right? So, and then I'll pull them out, and then there'll be like all these different colors. So what I'm going to do is going to be like that real pretty cranberry red, and probably gold. If I don't do the gold, maybe I'll do white, so everything will kind of blend together. And then we'll have the big 25 millimeter beads, and then we'll go ahead and make these big pendants like that. Not really sure what I'm going to use in the middle of the pendants. I'll figure out something, even if I got to search around to find some things. It might even be a big painted stone. It might be not a big stone, but a nice size one that's about this size, because I do have some in the bucket down here that Miss Teresa, I think it was Miss Teresa, had sent me a week or 2 ago. There's also some small glass beads in there that I can probably glue on the top of here too, and maybe even wrap in wire or something. But I do want them to kind of be the same, and then that way they're just basically different colors. But I do like the way this looks. I'm not going to finish it off, and I'm not going to finish it off because remember, this is not centered. The hole is not centered, and then I don't like this part right here, so I'm not going to mess the wire up by closing it off or doing anything like that. So this is basically what it would look like. So this gives you an idea about what the necklace is going to look like once I finish it. So I'm going to have to go ahead and paint. I'm going to have to go ahead and paint another, because I can see that. And I shouldn't have to keep straightening it up right there because that hole is not centered. And then once a hole is centered, and I put the wire in there, it literally just stays. This shouldn't happen like this. Like this shouldn't be able to move like that at all. It should just be a perfect hole. And then once I put the wire in it and everything and then wrap it closed, it should literally just stay. But it's not. So and that's okay. I just didn't pay attention to that. I don't like when I do that. And the reason why I don't like that I did that is because wire is messed up here. So I just used a bunch of wire, kind of messed that up. But that's on me. You know, that happens. Every piece is not a perfect piece made, and sometimes that happens, and sometimes I have to take things apart, have to redo some things, but it does give me an idea about what the piece looks like and what it's going to look like once it's perfectly done, once every piece is perfectly painted and put together. Because I do like this. I really love the way the colors blend in together, especially with this blue. I might even do two of these like this, and then make the different pendants, because I really do dig this. I really, really dig this. And then I will probably make a pair of earrings too, using the beads, the blue and white beads. So some cute little earrings. And then this is what this is for right now. So I'm going to get busy painting more of these pendants right here. And Darlene Knight for Jewelry by BDK. And guess what? We'll talk.